Craig Storti, speaking of India, bridging the communication gap when working with Indians. Immerse yourself in the fascinating world of cross-cultural communication in this summary of Craig Storti's book, Speaking of India, Bridging the Communication Gap When Working with Indians. Discover key cultural aspects that influence the way Indians and Westerners communicate in professional settings, such as the significance of saving face, attitudes towards authority, and the need to maintain harmonious relationships. Grasp the various communication styles at play and learn practical tips on how to better understand and navigate these differences to ensure successful collaboration between both sides.
Differences in communication between Indians and Westerners. The book emphasizes that while Indians and Westerners have distinct cultures, Western cultures tend to share certain traits and differ from Indian culture in many of the same ways. However, India itself is a diverse country with vital differences between its regions, religions, and urban and rural areas. Indians who've worked in the West differ from those who haven't, but there are still clear distinctions in communication styles that affect business. Westerners seek to exchange information while Indians prioritize preserving and strengthening personal bonds. These conflicting priorities, combined with implicit assumptions about what is considered normal or right, can lead to misunderstandings and broken commitments between the two cultures. The book concludes by highlighting that successful ventures in India often occur despite these cultural differences. Saving face in Indian business culture. In Indian culture, group harmony and saving face are crucial aspects of communication, which can impact business interactions. Indians avoid negative feedback, admitting errors, and disagreeing with senior members. Instead, they say what others want to hear through implication or omission. Westerners, on the other hand, value individualism and tend to prioritize getting the job done over group harmony. Understanding these cultural differences is important for successful cross-cultural communication in business. Understanding Indian communication. In India, the word yes has many different meanings, making it difficult for Westerners to fully understand Indian communication. Yes can simply mean, I hear you, and context is key in determining its true meaning. Additionally, Indians have a hard time saying no directly, often using polite language to express their disagreement. This can create misunderstandings, as Westerners may interpret a non-committal response as agreement. In a business context, this can be especially problematic, leading to frustrated expectations and confusion. Westerners can avoid these misunderstandings by listening carefully to the entire statement and taking context into account. Understanding these cultural differences is crucial for effective communication in cross-cultural contexts. Understanding Indian communication. The ability to understand Indian communication is vital to effectively do business with Indian colleagues. Indians don't often say no directly, signaling it through a series of indirect cues in their body language, such as wobbling their head from side to side. Similarly, they may not overtly criticize a suggestion, prolonging their silence or simply ignoring it and providing an alternative. Westerners should be patient and open in their communications, seeking feedback and using confirmation emails to clarify understandings. It's also important to establish early warning systems for potential schedule issues and providing encouragement to move towards clearer communication. Bridging cultural differences in the workplace. Working in a multicultural environment can be challenging, especially when it comes to differences in ideas of authority and group conduct. According to the book's summary, Westerners and Indians differ greatly in their understanding of how authority should work in organizations. Indians typically view their bosses as higher than them, whereas Westerners see everyone as equal. As a result, Westerners appreciate direct and honest conversations while Indians usually try to say things that people want to hear. Furthermore, Westerners expect their subordinates to take responsibility and make independent decisions, whereas Indians tend to ask for permission for even routine tasks. Meetings can also present a challenge since Indians approach them somewhat ritualistically, and their priority is to save face for everyone in the room. All of these differences can make working in a multicultural environment seem daunting. However, the book's summary provides tips such as asking questions, speaking your mind, challenging directions that could have bad consequences, and suggesting better ways of getting a job done. By following these tips and being aware of cultural differences, it is possible to bridge the gap between Western and Indian ideas of authority and achieve success in the workplace. Breaking the traditional barriers. Indian women are gradually breaking free from the shackles of subservience to men. However, progress is slow, and Indian women need to be more assertive to earn the respect they deserve. Even assertive Indian businesswomen tend to adopt a self-effacing disposition in the presence of Indian men. Indian men find it easier to accept a Western female boss than an Indian one, as the former's status as boss surpasses her gender. Indians and Westerners have numerous differences in norms and customs, such as formal titles and left-hand use with food. Caste plays a significant role in Indian life, and although Westerners may be aware of it, they may not recognize its impact on the behavior of their Indian counterparts. As a result, some Indian colleagues may appear idle while others engage in activities such as serving coffee or moving desks. Despite the differences, Indian women are breaking traditional barriers and slowly but steadily achieving equality.
The book's summary of A Speaking of India provides valuable insights into the intricacies of communication between Indians and Westerners in professional settings. Key takeaways include the importance of saving face for Indians, the different views on authority and hierarchy, the nuances of saying yes and a no, and gender dynamics in the workplace. In order to foster clearer communication and better collaboration, understanding the importance of cultural aspects and adapting accordingly plays a crucial role. As you carry these lessons forward, remember to be patient, open-minded, and respectful of the differences between both sides, allowing for a more fruitful partnership.